I so it's 7:30 New York time, 9:30 New York time, which is 7:30 my time in Montana. This is gold. This is New York session open. So we want to look at the charts and then what is happening and how we can react and take some trades. This is exclusive market analysis, exclusive market fellowship, where we live analyze and then we live trade and then probably learn. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the 4 hour time frame on gold. Okay, okay. So here we are on the 4 hour time frame on gold. Um, So from yesterday, where we framed a buy setup right from below here, and then price gave us boom up to this area, and it failed to break this trend line above here because above this trend line is going to be able to push more up into this zone area here up here. So, but price has failed to break through that trend line, dropped back into the red line, which is the precision support resistance line, and then it's respected it and then moved back into the range, into the trend line again, and it's currently there. So two things here, if price breaks the trend line or closes above the trend line, is trend line here, we're going to get into the buy and continue to the upside. But there is a likelihood that price might want to drop back into yesterday's entry here, which is the PSR precision support resistance below here, which is this, is it green or blue line below here. So this is what I'm looking at in on a short term before we look for another buy opportunity for now. So I want to see from the 1 hour, probably let me look at the daily time frame. Okay, good. So we have the daily candle opened a New York session and dropped down to this area to retest, moved up again and made a wick, and moved up again, and then it's trying to drop back, probably to target Asia sessions low, something like that. So let's see from 1 hour time frame what is happening. So from 1 hour time frame, you can see the current 1 hour moved up and it's trying to reject and it's trying to come below. So it's respecting this trend line here and it's dropping to want to come below the counter trend line and my internal precision support resistance line, which is here. So below this cross here, at this point here, is where I will be happy to be entering for my sell, or if I get the bearish candle engulfs to go below here, this is the sweet spot where I will be looking to take the sell, and then I'll be targeting this area here. Okay, so but we need this candle to close by engulfing. So the 30 minutes candle just opened at New York session. We need the first 30 minutes candle to close. And if it closes bearish and it stays below the cross of this internal precision support resistance line and the counter trend line, then we are going to go bearish. If price stays above it, then we will be going bullish, And if it stays above the trend line, which is above here, then it is going to be more bullish. Good. But I feel like I'm gravitating towards it coming more bearish than to go bullish right now. Probably to go bullish at after New York session. But let's see what we're going to get right now. Still waiting to see the 30 minutes candle close. So the 30 minutes candle open made a wake up and it's trying to engulf right now. So let's see if it stays engulfing bearish. It's at entry right now, but it must close. It must close. At least, let's say we should have a 15-minute close. Okay. The other thing right now that might validate this sell is that um is that so we have this head and a shoulder pattern here right now. Head. So we need price to give us a head and break that trend line. Okay, so we need price to, this will work more on the 5 minutes. We need price to break the neck line, this area, and then rate test. Then I need price to break this area, this low, which will be break of structure. Need price to break here and then move up to retest, and then we can jump in. Also, if I use my fib to measure where Asian session low swept, I can see price went up to test 23.6% and dropped to 50. So I need price to stay below 50%, which is where my entry is. So at 61%, once it breaks 61.8%. I need price to stay. Okay, price to retest, but stay below 50% for me to sell. Price must stay below 50%. Okay, price must stay below 50% for me to sell. Price must stay below here for me to sell. Okay, price must stay below 50% for me to sell. So once we take the 61.8% out, price must stay below the 50% for me to sell. For me to sell. So let's see. Let's see what it's going to give us today.
No, my God.
Yeah, how are you, sir?
I'm very fine. Oh.
Good. So we are on gold now. Yesterday our buy setup, we got about TP 1.5. I don't know if you followed that. You checked it.
I did not follow. I only traded today.
Okay. So today, I was expecting the continuation of the buy at Asian session, but it rather dropped to retest, and it's giving an indication for a more deeper retest of our buy entry from yesterday. So because of that, I'm looking for raisins and reactions at New York section right now so that we see if we can get a sell for New York session. So this was where is gold setup. Okay, let me check the Telegram. Okay, so this was the gold setup. Yeah, this was the setup. So it feels like we got into the trend line here, and then price respected that, dropped back to the red line to retest at Asian session yesterday and moved up back. And it's still respecting the trend line. Above the trend line, we will drive it to the blue line, which is up there. We'll buy, but it's respecting it. So if it stays below and respects it, we should expect price to drop back to the green line, which is the entry back. before we look for buys again. So that's what I'm looking at based on the reaction we are getting now. So if you can see, price dropped back to the red line and then moved up and still is staying below the trend line above which we will be looking for buys. Okay, so right now we are getting a 5 minute break of structure right now. So what we should aim for right now is a retest. Okay, a retest, a light, probably a deep retest, and then I will sell. We will sell. Okay, probably a 50%, 38.2% retest. Boom, and then we will sell. So let's monitor and see if it will give us that retest anytime real quick. Let's see if it's going to give us, this is the 5 minute time frame. So let's see. Also, uh, if you can see right now, we are inside of this. So we were inside of this from yesterday. We were inside of this head and shoulder that gave this sell. Okay, so we broke the
Head and
neckline.
shoulder.
Sold into it sold into here, and then pushed back to retest the neckline, dropped back and failed to give us a low, moved back to sweep liquidity above this area. And then, so all this area is, looks like, so what we are seeing here, is like we have a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Whatever is happening above this area looks like it's another right shoulder, that is right shoulders that we are seeing here being formed. Okay, because the moment we go above the head, then this reversal pattern is invalidated, becomes not valid. But we are not above the head, so we are still within the right shoulder. And the always the neckline is the support. The neckline of the left shoulder or the head is always the support. So this area is the becomes the support, in this case, the support to make us go up. So you can see that we've stayed below that support, which means we are coming down. So right now we are breaking the support again, which is 5 minute break of structure. We need price to push back inside and retest. Okay, and then if it drops again, then we can now enter into the sell and expect to be very safe. Okay. So and then also if you view only this place from this low to this high to this low that it gave us into this higher high, we drop back to a neck here, price breaks the neck. Okay. We have seen price have broken the neck. We need to retest this trend line, which will be the entry. Okay, we need to retest. We don't need to go above this trend line. So let me put a real trend line there. We need, for this current head and shoulder pattern to be effective, we don't need to go above that neckline trend line. This current trend line, let me make it a red line. Good. It's a red line now. Let me make it big. Good. We don't need to go above it. If we go above it, okay, and we also happen to see like a fair value gap and a failed order block here. Are you seeing that?
Yes, I can see.
Good. So fair value gap failed order block. This block should have held price up. It failed. So we have an imbalance, a break of structure, and we have the head and the shoulders neck or trend line also falling into the same place. And below it, which is here, we have our precision. Let me make that big. Our precision support resistance. That's the black line. Price
Okay.
must stay below the black line. It must stay below the head and the shoulders neckline, okay? And it must react or respect the failed order block, and the fair value gap must hold. All is at one place, confluence. If it goes
Okay.
above all of them, then price will use that confluence to rather buy. Are you getting my point?
Yes, I'm getting it.
If um if we if we go if
This precision is drawn with what time frame?
no, I'm just on 5 minutes right now.
Oh, okay.
Everything right now is all on 5 minutes. Um,
Okay.
so if we move through this confluence and we close above it like this and go up like this, what I will expect is we will drop in to pick the power or energy as support and then move up and then move up. Okay, so
Okay.
that's what I would expect. But the moment we stay inside, boom, we should drop. Okay, so let's see how many minutes into the first 30 minutes. We are like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We are about 19, 19 minutes. Um, we are about 19 minutes into the first 30 minutes of New York session. So let's go to 15 minutes and monitor what is happening. Okay. So eventually, it's like we need the body of this first 30 minutes candle to be retested. And we need price to reject. We don't need price to go and close above it.
Okay.
I
For
hope you get it.
purpose.
That's the meaning of what we are looking at. So for now, we should be predicting a sell. We should be looking at a sell. If not, the same entry will be our area where we'll buy from. So let's see which one will win right now. Okay. But on a higher time frame, let's say 4 hour, um, let's say on 4 hour, we the expectation is we should have a buy. Okay, so
Yes.
because on the bigger picture, we're looking at a buy. So for example, we have price from the top comes down, make a low, this internal high, lower low. Then we push
Yes.
up, we get a neck, broke, neck hit, drop, right shoulder, break of the neck. We should look for price to drop back to retest the neck, the right shoulder. So that's what we will be expecting now. The buy setup will only be defiled if this head low here is taken out. As long as this low will stay intact, we are good. And also we've swept a previous order block, which is this left side here, block here. We've swept it. Okay, so it's like we've crashed the liquidity below. Okay.
Yeah.
And so we did that and quickly price moved back into the range. Okay, and then drop back but failed to give us a new low,
New low.
failure swing. So that's one reason also that price will need to push up. The last thing is from the daily time frame perspective. From the daily time frame perspective, we seem to be seeing that this is the first time in some months now that gold is giving us continuously like very large bearish candles. This is a signal, and we seem to have like a top, like like a double top on 4 hour, 30 minutes, 1 hour, like, yeah, 8 hour.
Yes.
So we this is a signal of kind of a reversal or a pullback, a bigger pullback. Because as price is moving up, we don't see bigger bearish candles until now. We don't see bigger bearish candles until now. So, but if we look from here, this consolidation where gold stayed here for a long time, if we look here, after the breakout, we've not had any retest of the breakout yet. I'm not saying price is going to come here right now, but it's possible it will come. So, but what led to this consolidation that took a long time and then the breakout gave this very big and long buy? Okay, what led to that? Price started from below here, moved up here, and gave us this pullback, which is a low. If you measure on the fib, it's a 61.8% retracement, which is perfect. So this low also breaks this this low breaks the highs. Okay, and then we get a breakout, which means this low has become um, a valid reference point. So now that we are seeing bigger bearish candles signaling some kind of a pullback, we can now use this important reference low and measure our fib into the reference high, the all-time high. And if we do it like that, we can see price has dropped into 38.2%. Typically,
38%.
if price wants to drop and it drops to 38.2%, it will always or most times go back to retest 23%, or it might move back to entry. And when it drops again, so it can do something like this. It might do something like this, okay? Something like this, or it will come here and fail and then drop to like equilibrium. The first target would be like equilibrium or 61.8, but it might do like this and go up like this, give us another double top. Or if we are looking at a head and a shoulder, because we need double top or head and a shoulder in order for a reversal to happen. Like that is the basic patterns that is easy to give us a reversal. So we should either have a failure swing here or a double top, equal top, and then price will come back to this area, move up and fill again here, and then drop into 50% or 61.8%,
System.
probably even here. Okay. So this is the way that it's likely price might move. Maybe not move straight forward like from here, 38, put back a little bit and then boom, start moving down like this. Well, it's possible, but I've not seen price moving straight on a straight line like that. Yeah, so this altogether is the reason why we might or we are looking to buy based on the reasons we are getting below here. We are looking to buy at least back into the blue line or 23% again. Yeah, at least that's the first target. That's the main reason. That's part of the reasons. And then later, if it goes up, later we might be looking for sales. Okay, so let's go back to 30 minutes. and then see how it's playing out, if it's going to give us this sell or if we're going to continue our buy. Let's go to 15. Okay. So I'm not sure if the retest was perfectly done, but was it done perfectly? Did it go?
Not yet.
Did it touch the fair value gap?
I think it almost stopped
It
into
didn't.
no, it
Did it touch the?
it tapped it a bit.
It tapped it a little bit, right?
Yes, a
Let
little
me
bit.
take this thing off and then let's look at it well because we need it to tap into that. No, I don't think it tapped into the fair value gap. Else we might enter and it might push up. So this is the
Yes.
fair value gap. Okay, and that
Okay.
has confluence with the other block, like the low of this candle, the high of this, the space there.
Yes, I
This
can see the
area, and
space.
this is the block, failure block, the block that failed. So it looks like it went but did not.
Yes,
Yeah,
did not.
maybe the 30-minute candle wants to close, and the next 30-minute candle might do that job.
And
And
the 1 hour, maybe this 1 hour too, I want to close.
yeah, the 1 hour candle to closing might be very, very, very good. Okay, so let's see. We might have to do a second session to be able to take the trade because we want to get a tap into that place before we enter. It went close to it, but it did not. Okay, so
Yes,
it's
did
like
not.
it's rather created a fair value gap on 15 minutes. Okay, we have this candle, bearish candle, the bigger one, and this one has moved up to create a high that did not overlap with the previous low. So that is what is giving us the fair value gap on 15 minutes. So we need in the next 15 minutes, kind of, if this one closes, the next one opens and it pushes up and takes the high of the previous 15 minutes candle, then we should expect that whole candle to reject and drop down. Okay, so probably that's what we should be looking at right now because we need that confirmation in order for us to click sell. Otherwise, we might, even if it plays out, we might be in a loss for some time, and that might not be good for our smaller account.
Even me, sometimes, on good, I basically use some cent account, converting $50 to like 50,000,
Mm-hmm.
$10 to like 1,000
Mm-hmm.
to give me a kind of kind of little patience to have some nice trade.
Mm-hmm.
Because I treat that as if I'm trading my demo account.
Mm-hmm.
On the other account, when I see it play,
But it
I will
takes
just
time for it to give you like more dollar.
yes, that's why I use higher lot size on that. Unlike the one I traded today,
Mm-hmm.
I think I was able to get $5 from the buy, from the 4 hour precision buy.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got $5 from that. So
Okay.
if I'm going to if I grow the money to I can use just one lot size, just one. Even
Mm.
one position can give $100, 100 cent, which is $1. So if
Mm.
I have it like 5 position on it, and one is giving sometimes, depend on the volatility of the market at that point. If it goes your way, you can get $19 on one. You can get depending on how heavy you load it. With that cent account, I'm not scared to use the lot.
Yeah, I get it.
So if it blow the account, I know I'm risking a small amount.
I get it. Okay, so I think a new 30-minute candle opened. Um, Yeah, so let's see how it's going to play. Is it going to sweep the point of interest and use it as support to rather go up? Then we will jump on the buy. Is it going to respect it and engulf down and give us an opportunity to sell? Let's look at it. Let's see what it will do.
The 4 hour is showing a strength of buying
Yeah,
on
it's
4 hour.
really the 4 hour is really showing a very strong buy bullish momentum. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that um that same place should be where we will be looking for. We will be looking to buy or to
So,
sell. So if it respect it, because that 4 hour candle, all of it can reject and go
of
down.
course,
Yeah.
of course.
All of it can just reject and keep going down. So let's see if the buy, the same entry, let's see if the buy will hold or the sell will hold. Okay, so the 50% must be respected. Price is inside um the fair value gap and failed order block now. It shouldn't go. Okay, so the way the 5 minute, is there any news right now?
News.
Yeah,
Now, let me check.
because
Um,
the just there's a single 5 minute candle, the way even it's just 3 minutes into it, how it's pushing big, the momentum with which it's pushing up looks very, very, very
you know, the New York session can be very crazy.
it looks very, very promising for the buy. The momentum with
Yes.
which it's moving up looks very, very, very promising. But it's just a 3 minute candle because there's the first 3 minutes in
There is no news. I think the
there is
last
news.
news occurred around there is no news. There is no news.
Okay, so this is
But the earlier news, I think, actually favors bullish. The
pure
previous news
price
favor buy.
action candle. Okay, so let's see. The moment we are able to go above the trend line and trying to crash the head, the head, we are done. We cannot be looking for sales. Okay, so this 5 minute candle closed. So let's see if the current 5 minute candle will push up a little bit and then engulf engulf this big candle that went up. If it doesn't, we are done. So this is where sometimes, so this is a very confusing moment where we have a big
Yes.
momentum candle coming into your area of interest, and especially when it is receiving power from this, this indication, this big
Yes.
bullish candle. Yeah, it came for power from there. Okay, so it's become very scary that price is inside your area of interest and you want to still stick to your setup. Okay, that becomes very scary. But let's see if it will hold. This is where probably you can go to 1 minute to see is the momentum or the volume reducing? Is the bullish momentum reducing? Okay, so this is the 1 minute. Okay, are we? Yeah, we are inside the area of interest on 1 minute. Is there anything showing? Has price swept a previous high? Yes. Liquidity grab. Is it reacting into the fair value gap? Yes. Is there anything showing is going to drop? Not yet. So this is where also you need like seconds, like 2 seconds, 3 seconds,
Very careful
time
trader.
frame to really monitor break of structure around that top there. You get it?
Yes.
Mhm.
And gold can be very, very crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very, very crazy.
Let's see if it will play, if it will give us the buy or the sell. The moment it goes above that trend line, I think we should rather be looking for price to probably retest again and then we can buy. Uh, so we are on 1 minute now, trying to see how it will react. So get your demos and your accounts, whichever account you want to use to trade ready. And then let's
Okay.
see if we can take a position because price is at our area of interest. If we get a 1 minute break of structure, that might be good if it doesn't deceive us. And sometimes it's
Okay.
good to take the trade when all your requirements are met and lose. That is better than not taking the trade at all, or taking
Exactly.
a trade that doesn't meet your requirement and then um
You end up losing.
you end up losing. So I think what will make us be safe for this trade is we might need this place to be taken out. You see this small support here that held price up.
Okay.
Yeah, you see this area. This area. This
Mm.
can be an internal PSR area. Yeah, we need price to sweep through it. So get ready. Once it breaks through it, I'm entering sell now.
Okay.
Okay, we don't need it to be respected. We don't need it to hold price. Okay, we don't need that place to hold price. We need it to reject, we need it to be
To
weak.
break to break it through.
Yes, we need that support to be weak. Once we are below this small support, we should be good. We don't need it to be strong. Okay. So is all our requirements met? Are we below the head and shoulder neckline? Did price react inside the fair value gap? Yes. Um, are we below the precision support resistance, which is the black line? Price just came below it and it's above it again. So that's the problem. It just pushed above it. So like I said, that place is trying to be respected. Okay, so that's the
Yes.
only thing that might stop us right now, but it's worth risking. Wow, it's it was left small. Oh my God. Okay, so now we still need another candle to engulf
To government.
this stubborn 1 minute candle that's pushing up.
And the
So you
one
see,
minute count can be let's try and see what 5 minutes is saying.
yeah, so sometimes the 1 minute to really scare us. Yeah, so the 5 minute we got a close and we are getting the new 5 minute pushing up. Let's see if it will just retest the high and then drop. If it doesn't, it means this big 5 minute candle really is doing a bullish magic. Okay,
The
but
1 minute can be too loud, so
yeah,
sometimes it's
you
too.
see how it pushed very real hard and the next candle just crash is trying to crash it. Yeah, 1 minute. Okay, so below PSR, what do you do? As long as price stays below the black line, you sell. So I'm entering sell now. I've taken sell. My God. Is it going to keep pushing down for us? As long as price is below the black line, we sell. So let me screenshot this. We are in sell on gold. Let's hope it doesn't stop us out. And our
Let's
stop
hope
loss
so.
is big right now, but we need to make it small. So let me try and go back to the chart and we can make it small. I mean, we can close when it gives another momentum bullish above that internal that black line. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the moment it gives a big close above the black line, we can close. And always, if it stays below it,
Please buy.
we will sell.
Sell.
Uh-huh. So
Yes.
that should be just to manage the trade so that our accounts do not get crashed before it, it's it plays out. So let me screenshot this and put it in for reference. Okay, so we are selling gold now because our requirements are met. So the 4 hour is looking really, real bullish, but
Bullish.
I'm not afraid of that now. I'm not afraid of that now. What I'm afraid is if it goes above that black line, then there will be trouble. But if it doesn't go above the black line, which is this. So
Yes.
now let's frame our entry is on the below the black line. Our stop loss should be inside the fair value gap. Sometimes
Okay.
price might push up again and sweep the fair value gap.
Okay.
Okay. Before it plays, we saw that on the Euro USD trade we took. Price came all the way up and took out the entry, everything, but it still failed to take the head. And then somewhere here, we saw it dropped again. So sometimes it will do that. Okay. So that's perfectly fine. So that's why we have different confluences. It must stay below the fair value gap. So now, inside this zone here now, our new um, precision support resistance is here, where this bearish candle took off from, which is our stop. Above it is our stop loss.
Stop loss. Yes.
So if price goes above it again, as long as it will drop to go below this black line, that will be our new early entry, even before the main precision support resistance. I hope you get it.
Yes, I'm listening.
So that's the way you continuously keep refining and getting new PSRs mapped whilst you are in the trade. Okay. Because if we don't take this low out, we need another break of structure to be safe. We need to take these lows out to be safe. Okay. Because we are still trading
Okay.
inside this big bullish candle. We need the low of it to be taken out so that we'll be safe. Okay. Without that, it can still go up and sweep that high. And if it doesn't come down again, then we need to rather buy. We need to rather buy. Then it means we are stopped out for the sell, which is perfectly fine. So let's see. Is this candle also going to reject? My God. Are you going to go above the PSR or are you going to stay below? Let's see what it will do.
It's above our entry.
Yeah, it's already at our entry. We did not enter very early.
Let's see.
I mean like $2 loss right now, but that's okay. So let's see. I did not hit the thing real quick, real early. Okay. So it seems like it's pushing real hard. So what we can do is we need to, I mean, to be at the safer side, we need to, because I wouldn't want to hold a loss, a big loss. Okay, the momentum on this 5 minute candle is very, really, really, really pushing very hard. Okay, so let's see a little bit. Probably it's 8:17 now. Let's see what it's trying to do. If it's going to hold. Okay, so you see there is this. Okay, let me make it bold. There is this counter trend line that crosses the PSR. Okay, if it's staying above it, that will not be good.
Okay, the blue line
Yeah, the blue
like
line I just put in, it shouldn't be
mm,
above it. That's because that's the counter trend line. Okay, so let's see if
is
it will
above.
come below it. If it doesn't come below it, even at an early stage, stop loss is not hit, we can
You can
close
exit.
small losses for now and wait because we want the precision of not staying in loss.
Okay.
We don't want to hold big losses because this is a setup that can go up for the buy and can also go for the sell because the confirmation for both setups all revolves around the same zone or area.
Okay. This 5 minute candle will close in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, let's see if it will be it is just behaving like the 1 minute. Oh my God. So you see, the power is all from that bullish indication. So the bullish candle here, this bullish candle, and this bullish candle, they are giving that this momentum, the power. So
Mm.
the power from the bullish, the buy is strong, but according to our strategy too, we are getting an indication for sell. So are we going to stick to our strategy?